Hi everyone, look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? This is so easy to make. I'm going to make it in a different range of colours for you now tonight. And if you don't already know, my name is Jill Lancet and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in grey stains in Australia. Isn't that beautiful? This is very, very simple, a very, very simple technique. You might be thinking, I don't recognise that designer series paper, and you would be right, because it is not. It is just basic white. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and I'm using these beautiful, they're in our clearance sale, clearance rack here in Australia, and there are these beautiful sequins. I featured them the other day, and yeah, I'm in love with these little frosty ones. So yeah, they go with anything. Look at them. And you get literally hundreds of them. Hundreds, I tell you. Okay, so the first thing I did was cut a piece of basic white. Now this is a square card base, and it is, I think it's 13.5. Hang on. It's 13.5 or 5 1/4 square. Okay. So I have this piece of black cardstock, and it is 10.5 or 4 1/8. I cut this the same, but we are going to trim this down after we've done dealt with it. So I'm going to get started because there's a bit involved, okay, and drying time and all that sort of jazz. So now it's very sophisticated technique here, really, really sophisticated equipment. A plastic bag. A plastic bag, you could use your glass mat. If you don't have a glass mat, I just thought I'd show you that you can do this with some packaging. I have the fan on, and yeah, it's probably going to blow this all away. But I have 3 colours to use. I've got Highland Heather, Fresh Freesia, and Berry Burst. So I just want to show you how to create that little background. You're going to need a little spritz bottle with some water in it, and your heat tool. So I'm just going to smush some of this Berry Burst on here, and I'm going to smush that. I might put the Highland, I might do them all together and just see. I did them separately the first time, but hell, what hey, let's just do it. And the Fresh Freesia, I should have put that on first because it is the lightest colour, but you know what they say, don't you? You live and you learn. Now this thing's only like 10 centimetres, so like 10.5 centimetres. So I'm going to spritz it. Now it does get a bit messy. Make sure you've got a cloth of some description handy. And I want them to kind of, you know, smush around. I'm going to put the lid on that before something terrible happens. So I'm just going to just do that. So now I'm going to lay that down, and I'm just pushing that on, and I'm just going to pull that off. Now that looks like a mess. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what have you done? But trust me, I'm just smushing this down now, wherever I feel like it needs to have a bit of smushing. And the great thing with this plastic bag is I can see where I'm going with this. Now I want to dry this, so you need your heat tool. So I'm just going to quickly dry this. Just bear with me. It's very, very quick. And I might put some more ink on there, maybe one at a time, and just do them that way. Okie dokie. Now, that's flattened out a bit. Now, this is just basic white. It's not even the heavy or the thick basic white. So you don't want it saturated. You don't want it to be absolutely saturated. But we do want to pick up this colour. Now I can just smush that a bit. And just introduce some more of the darker purple to areas that may not have enough. But it's really fun technique. So I'm going to just wipe that off. I think the fresh freesia got lost in there, so we might do some more fresh freesia. And just spritz that again. And put some fresh freesia down. Now the good thing about the plastic bag is you can kind of bend it and just put it in strategic places without having to lay the whole thing down. I think that's looking good. You mightn't think so, but I think it is. I think it's looking pretty good. So put some more here and there. And I'm going to call that done. And I'm going to heat that again because I want it to be completely dry. So I can reuse this bag for whatever purpose. I could even use it as a bag. But I'm just going to dry this off now. And I'm going to trim it down just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. So just bear with me. And it does get a bit warpy, but trust me, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. So there's our piece of messy basic white. Now I want to cut it down to 10 by 10. So it's currently 10.5 by 10.5. So I'm just cutting off a bit on each side. So 10. And then this one will be 10. And then this side will be 10. Now the reason I did that is just in case the edge has got a bit wrecked or something like that. So there's our piece. Very, very quick. Now we're going to put that onto our square black piece, and we really want this to stay down, so I'm going to put some seal across it. I'm going to put a lot of seal on it because it's a bit warpy and I want it to flatten out. So there we go. Now I'll go down these edges and down these edges. Okay, now if that has gone over the edge, just fold it back on itself and I'm going to put it on this black piece right now. So it was a 1/2 centimetre difference, or probably about 1/4 inch, all the way around. Come on, that looks a bit like it needs to go over this way a bit. Could be just warped. And there we go. Look, that's good enough for me. So I'm going to do it from the back. I'm going to give it a really good burnish from the back. Yeah, because I want it to lay flat. And I'm going to glue this onto the front of the card, so it will be glued again. Now there's just a tiny little bit of seal poking out there, but that's okay. Now, what I did off camera was I got a piece of our basic black and I put double-sided adhesive paper on the back of it. Then I've die cut this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous die out. Now, this is going to get a bit fiddly, but what I want to do is poke all the bits out. And I still can't find my take your pick. I do have a little pokey thing though. Oops. Hang on. And I'm going to just poke all the big bits out. And then I might be able to, when I peel it off, I might be able to get those pieces to stay in the die, but let's see. It's going to be a bit tricky. Now it is quite delicate, so be very careful. Okay, here we go. So what I'm doing is I'm going all the way around, and I'm just being a little bit gentle with this because I don't want it to tear. And I'm just peeling it out like that. Now, a lot of the pieces did come out, so, but they're sticky, and that's going to drive me crazy. So I'm hoping that if I pull the release paper off, hopefully the rest of them might come. Well, some of them did, but not all of them, but that's okay. I can poke them out. I'm a big girl. It's only a couple now, so just hang tight while I just do this. Ugh. Right. Dear, oh dear. Oh, I knew I'd get in a mess with this, but ultimately it's going to be worth it because it's a bit fiddly gluing this down, so yeah, it is a bit worth it. So if you can cope with that, then you're in business. And I am in business. Hang on, I've got a piece there that just does not want to come off. Hang on, I don't know what it is, but we'll grab it. We'll cut it. Okay, so that was, even though it was a bit painful, that was relatively easier than sitting here and putting glue all over the back of this thing. So now I have the adhesive on the back. I'm going to center this up. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. Now it doesn't matter which way it goes because we are going to turn it to suit. There's just a couple of little bits of release paper still stuck there. Okay, so keep it within the square. So you might have to just juggle this around to see how you can get it inside the square, but it will fit. Will fit. There we go. There it is. There it is, right there. So I'm just going to, oh, there's another bit. Look, sneaky little bit. Okay. And there's another one. Right. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that down. Oh, there's another one under there. Cheeky. Hang on. Hold your horses, honey. Oh, my goodness. Right. Gosh, that was a time-saving thing, wasn't it? No. not really. And look, there's a piece right there and I can see it. Let me see if I can get it up. Yep. There's one there. There's one there. I think we're okay now. Now, I'm just going to, again, give that a really nice push down from the back. Okay, so I've just got my bone folder and I'm just giving that a nice rub all over. Okay, and there is our gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous panel. So I'm going to move on now to the rest of the card. So I have set up in my little stamp position here the greeting, and it's a long skinny one, so I'm going to show you how I've set this up. I have folded the card, and when I give that a good crease with the bone folder, it should lay a lot flatter. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in here. Now I've got some magnets. I'm going to hold the card in place with the magnets, and this is going to go just across the bottom. So I'm going to ink this up with our Memento Tuxedo Black, and it's so lovely. I love this sort of scripty, fun scripty sort of greeting, and it's a lovely font as well. So as with all stamp positioners, I'm going to close the door. My card is in place, and I'm not smushing down really hard, but I am giving that a bit of firm pressure. Okay, now let's have a look, because if we haven't done it correctly, it's not quite dark enough. Yeah, we can go again. So I shall. And you can keep doing this until it is exactly the way you want it. So it's a pretty simple card design. The technique itself is quite simple, but it ends up being a really lovely card. So I need a few more happy birthday cards. So that's that done. Now I'm going to just clean that and stamp on the inside of the card, and then we can put this together. Right. So for the inside of the card, I got this new stamp set, and it's called Hooray for Surprises. And it's got quite a few little birthday greetings, but I put two together. I put them together on one block, and I'm going to make one big greeting inside this card, and they kind of go together, so I hope they turn out. I do need my mat for the stamping, so I'll just pop that under there, and let's hope I can get this straight and in position. Yeah, I think I've got ink on me, but never mind. Let's go for it. That looks about right to me. I hope that you can see that. So just holding that down, not pressing too hard, but giving it a good second or so for the ink to soak in. And there it is. Hope your birthday is wonderful. Sending you lots of love. So that's putting two greetings together. This is a big card inside, so I felt like it could, you know, could use a large kind of greeting, but optional. That's optional. Totally optional. So now we can put this together, and it's simply a case of gluing this on more or less in the center of the card, Now you can use the glue of your choice. I'm going to use some liquid glue this time. There's a couple of layers on here now, so I will use the liquid glue. And you know, like I always say, you don't need a terrible lot. And you can turn this around however you want to have it. I'm just going to have it like that. And then I'm going to give that a minute. I'm just going to hold that for a second. Now, I had a couple of choices for embellishments. I was going to use those little dots, or I have these ones here, the iridescent adhesive backed discs. So because they've got like this pinky purpley color here, I might just go with that one. I'll just have a look and see. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think that will brighten it up. So and these just peel off. They've already got adhesive on them. So how good is that? Now, what am I going to peel them off with? I have to use my little scissors, I think. These tiny little ones. So let's see. They're all the same size, but as I said, they've already got adhesive on the back of them. So let's see. One there. And where am I going to put another one? Oops. It nearly decided for me. Put one there. I definitely want two near the greeting. So one there, I think. One there. Oops, upside down, Miss Jane. Oh, still upside down, Miss Jane. Like that. And I think at least another three, at least. Where should I put them? I'll put one up here. And what did I put on this one? Where did I put them? Oh, I put one here. Okay, one there. I put one in the middle. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. I put more than that. So I put another one. I put one here. And I put another one over here. There. That's a lot of dots. But it catches the light, and I hope you like this one. It's a really simple card, simple in concept. The smooshing technique, you can do all of these backgrounds, the smooshing backgrounds, and just keep them. Just keep them in a folder or a little bag or something. And when you need a card in a hurry, you can either stamp onto them, or you can just use a die cut like we have today. So just remember that celebration ends on Thursday, this Thursday coming. I will put all the details down in the description box below. Let me know what you think. Just clickety-clack into the comments and let me know what you think. Do you like these calming type colours with those beautiful little iridescent sequins? I think they're just so cute, and they've been in a drawer. They've been in a drawer, and I thought, why haven't I used them? I've got literally hundreds of them. I love the scripty saying, and this die, I just love this die. So pinks or greens, blues, let's call them blues. Pink or green, which one is your favourite? And yeah, don't forget, celebration ends on the 29th. So does my host code, and that is my website. If you'd like to go to my store, jewellancet.stampinup.net, And please like, subscribe and share. I love making cards. I love showing people how to make cards. These are simply gorgeous in my humble opinion. And yeah, let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. And I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you. Bye.